Circle.
We're live. Hey guys. Boy, have we got a good one to tell you about today. Two things. Let's see. We got Rhonda here. We got Cindy here. I got 7 thumbs up already.
Already?
Over there. We got 3 people in here. So it's me, Cindy, and Rhonda. How has everybody been doing? Cindy, did you like the little story?
What story was that?
I was working on another chapter and I sent her and a couple of people just a proofread, just to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew. Well, we'll just sit here and wait for a few more people to get here. Well, we got some doozies to tell. Hey, Grandma's Homemade. How are you tonight?
Life's a doozy with you. So.
Life's a doozy with you too. Y'all, I don't know how we make it through the day. Just don't know how.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. They're asking how you are. Johan, I'm here as well. Just because I'm in Asia doesn't mean I don't exist. We're so glad you're here, Johan.
Where's he at?
He's in Asia. He's in Asia right now. I think Johan goes all over the place.
Oh, Johan, just a world traveler, wordsmith. Huh?
He's a wordsmith. Hey, Amanda. Hello, everybody. I just got in from doing my walk. Such a beautiful day. It was beautiful here today, too. It was. It was kind of cloudy, but it was nice.
Yesterday was beautiful.
Yeah, yesterday was really beautiful.
Yeah. Friday was pretty nice because it was the first real nice day we had in a long time.
Grandma fell twice in the ice.
Mm.
Ooh, I can't imagine falling. I cannot imagine falling. Mm-mm. And you know the kids, they can
bounce
off the side of the building and dust herself up and off and get on up.
Yeah.
Grandma's Homemade, I bet it did. You know, one time I was walking through Longhorns. I like Longhorns. I was walking through Longhorns and I just feet come out from under me. It's like I did a little split. And Eli just picked me up and we went on about our business. I was so embarrassed. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
He just grabbed my arm and just picked me on up.
You didn't fall all the way down, did you?
No.
Kind of did a split.
Yeah. Yep. And it's like, well, Mom's fell again. So he just picked me up and we went on.
Yeah.
I fell getting out of the shower a few years ago and broke.
Ooh.
Ooh. How long does it take to heal a tailbone? Ooh. Because, you can't lay on it. You can't sit on it. I bet it hurts to walk. How long does that take?
I don't know.
My mother fell at the hospital in the bathroom trying to get to the shower. She said I was so embarrassed. Let's see. Jan said, evening, lovely humans. I watched that name, the character video, and I agree with naming her Priscilla Prissy. I have been thinking about those characters now. I tell you, if I fail, I might not get back up or I'd break something. That's me. That is me. Sandy says she broke her tailbone when she was 16. I'm doing good. Nothing broken, just bruised. You know, I've never had a broken bone.
I had hundreds.
I never have. Knock on wood. But, you'll never hear someone say, oh, that Vicky, she jumped off so-and-so. You won't hear that. You won't hear her say, oh,
well, that was my problem. I would do that.
She jumped out of the plane or she went down that hill flying. Mm-mm.
Or mine was hold my beer and watch this.
Yes.
Right before I jumped over a flaming car on a motorcycle or something, not really, but I mean, we jump stuff with motorcycles, not flaming cars.
See, how we got together, I don't know.
I grew out of that pretty quick in hospital visits and stuff. You know?
How many broken bones in your leg did you break in that motorcycle?
It's like 50 or 60 places. It was just shattered and twisted. And it was between a motorcycle, me sliding, trying to get away from this person, and the front bumper of the car. So hit right in between your knee and your hip. It just splattered.
Hey, Mary, glad you were here. We got 9 folks here and 9 thumbs up. Well, we was busy this weekend. We took the kids to see the goats. I'll have a video up tomorrow about their trip to Cindy's farm. Oh, they had the best time. I mean, the best time. And you could, BC, he hollered at Chris. He said, Chris, how many you count? And because he was trying to make sure all the goats got in there. And Chris said, they too busy. They won't be still. And then you see Clifford.
30 something was what I come up with, but I mean, they don't sit still. You know, cows, they're getting a line. You know, you usually count them pretty well. Not goats.
I fractured my wrist in India 3 months ago, but it's all good now. Ooh, and I didn't pay a penny. Wait, India, is that where did Eli stay in India?
Mm-hmm.
That's where Mother Teresa's house was?
Mm-hmm. Mumbai. Okay.
When Johan, when Eli stayed in India, he was working at the Mother Teresa house, and then it was another place like a
hospice.
Well, it was like it translated death and dying is the translation.
Hospice.
And then there was another thing that was like a physical therapy thing
For kids that were malnutrition.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people were kids that didn't have enough food, and the reason they couldn't walk was malnutrition. He got some of them walking, you know, because they give them food and exercise them and stuff.
Well, he took he went somewhere. Was it out Calcutta? I don't know. I don't know. I would have to ask Eli. Text Eli and see.
I think he changed it. Is Mumbai the same as Calcutta?
I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway,
It's the new name for Mumbai.
He got
maybe it's Bombay. I don't know.
He got in one of the little buggies that people pull, and then he got, I think it was on a train, and then a bus, and a truck, and then the last part of the trip was walk. He was going home with somebody. Somebody saw him in the city and invited him to come eat at his house, and it was hot there. And by the time Eli got there, he passed out. I think he was he had a bug or dehydrated or something. He passed out. He didn't know. We didn't know where he was going. He probably didn't tell a soul, but it took a long time to get to this people's house to have supper with them. And the person that he went with got him back to the Mother Teresa house. But before he got there, there was I guess it was a doctor. The person that invited him to his house took him to a doctor. A doctor came in, didn't say anything, gave him a shot, and then they got him back to the Mother Teresa house. I mean, it had to be, walking, and then the truck, and then the bus, and then the train, and then that person who... I
thought it was like malaria.
No, he didn't have malaria.
One of them did. Maybe that was Rebecca. I don't know.
I don't know what Rebecca had. I don't know. Hey, Sandra.
Donji or something.
I don't know. But Eli was sick, and thank goodness that the person who invited him to supper in India was a good person, because he could have just, left him in a ditch somewhere. But he made sure he got back and got to a doctor, and it didn't cost Eli anything. The person who invited him, I guess, is the one who paid for the doctor. You know, Eli's got some. He has got some worldly tales. I'm telling you, things that I did not know about, like when he had to jump off the mountainside because there was that cougar thing, and jaguar, and you know,
it was his fault because he went up the mountain too late, and it got dark.
But he said when he got down from that mountain, he was covered with leeches,
ticks.
Ticks. He was covered with ticks. Yeah.
Well, when he jumped off the ledge, he landed in a bunch of bushes or something. He said that's probably where he got him. You know?
He learned to surf with a surfboard somewhere in South America.
El Salvador or something like that.
El Salvador? I don't remember.
I don't know. On the way to Nicaragua.
Yeah. He lived in Nicaragua for a while.
He drove from Hattiesburg here.
He drove from our house all the way to Nicaragua.
Volkswagen car, one of the little diesel.
And there was some
like 45 days.
There was some very scary encounters. And
coming this way is pretty easy. Going that way is not.
Yeah. Lots of cobra snakes in India to navigate through. See, I am so glad that I didn't know any of that. I didn't know the jaguar story until Jaguar. What's it called?
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Jaguar was what some comedian.
Jaguar. I didn't know that story until it was printed in a magazine somewhere. He had a big story article, you know, of his travels printed in some magazine, and I don't know. I hope I still got that magazine. I don't know. If I do, I'll find it and show it to y'all. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember Eli saying much about the snakes in India. I'm sure. I mean, I've always heard about the cobras in India, but I don't remember him saying much about the snakes because they was in the city most of the time.
Yeah, I know when he was living in Spain, he got his camera stolen, and I was so heartbroken for Eli.
At a bullfight.
Yeah, he got his camera.
He was taking pictures and he set it down. Somebody stole it.
Yeah, I cried. Because we couldn't replace it. You know, we didn't have the money to replace it. And all his world traveling and all Rebecca's world traveling, I told them, if you get put in jail, you might as well just learn the language because we ain't got no money to get you back over here. You better just learn the language.
We'd have got him back somehow.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
We've just been rambling.
Amanda is plagued. Third commercial of the night. I hope they pay you so that you can. Me too. I think I got $108 coming. I do got $108 coming now. I think it's at the end of this month, but it took me 4 months to get that worked up to over 100.
Yeah, it's not a super
lucrative endeavor. Not for us, but there again, you know, we only have 7,500 people, and only 6 or 7 watch every Monday. If it wasn't for Cindy and Janice watching all those reruns over and over and over, Cindy can probably recite them word for word. Now that they're humanizing the previous forest areas, the animals have nowhere to go unless they're a rescue team. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Are you still doing the pantry challenge? Amanda, I failed at that. I gave myself a D-. That's not for me. I can't stay out of the grocery store.
Well,
I did good. I mean, I did, but
we got a lot of stuff out of our pantry needs to get out of there.
Yeah. Now the Cindy said some of the chapters are probably good. As far as the Elvis Presley, I am almost think I can stomach another recipe. I'm telling you that stroganoff, I still can taste that. That was bad, y'all. That was bad.
For us, it was bad.
Rhonda said she just rewatched the first live stream video.
Really?
Wow. I think there's like 60 something live stream videos, isn't it?
I don't know.
Okay, now let me tell you. Do you want to tell what happened to me first, or what happened to you first?
Go ahead. I'll just tell you the short one.
Let me just preface it by saying, naked in the church parking lot. There you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, in the Southern Baptist parking lot.
Southern Baptist
that
parking lot.
actually was our home church for a long time.
Our old church.
And
naked in the parking lot.
It's a pretty big church. You know, it's got a big chiller. Chiller is like a heavy industrial 150-ton unit.
Air conditioning
unit.
Okay.
And I had to clean it. I've been having to clean it for a month, but it's either been raining or 20 degrees. And, you know, you basically wash it with a water hose and then you spray it with this chemical and you have to wash it back off.
And you went once and something was wrong with the water hose or something.
One of
their faucets
was bad. And then it started raining and I just said, I'll have to come back. But anyway, I finally get there Friday, I don't know, 9 or 10. And this is not a quick call. This is a 4-hour, probably 3.5, 4 hours, maybe 4.5. I don't remember. Anyway, you know, it's heavy industrial stuff, you know, and you got to take part of it apart. So anyway, I finally got going good. I've been going about 30 minutes and I'm kind of laid up under this thing. And it's, you know, I'm crawled up under, and this thing's 15 foot tall, you know, and it's got a split in it, and I'm underneath the split cleaning the coils. Well, the chemical we use is pretty corrosive, and it's for cleaning, you know, and it's kind of like, I don't know, close to be oven cleaner, I guess, you know. It's kind of, it'll burn your hands a little bit, you know, a lot if you get a lot on you. But anyway, I'm just working, and you know, I done sprayed off with water, and it's outside, of course, and about that time I get something on my back around my belt. I'm like, well, have I got the chemical on my back, you know? And I scratched it and moved around it. And I said, all right, you know, I kept on going. Just a minute, I got it again, you know. Then it was on my hip, down in below my belt, down in my hip. And I'm like, well, I got to come out of here, you know, and see, and wash it off or something, you know.
He's thinking he's got chemical
I'm thinking I got chemical on me, you know. Well, I finally get out, you know, and get the water turned off and the chemical off my hands. So
his body's still stinging.
Yeah, I'm on fire now, you know, everywhere down there. And I got these plastic gloves on, you know, and they're full of chemicals. So I'm getting these off, washing my hands off. And I get to my truck. About the time I got to my truck, and it wasn't far. I was away from, you know, on the back side of the church, and my truck's away from the church. So I had to open the front door and the back door to get in between it, you know. Well, by the time I get there and get situated to see what was going on, I look and I got ants all over my legs. I literally had ants in my pants.
He had ants in his pants.
And I'm talking about the old fire ants.
All the way up here on the inside.
Shoulders and my pants, and then the other areas. Anyway.
He come out of them clothes.
I was naked in the church parking lot behind my truck.
No, you still had your underwear on.
No, I didn't.
What?
I had to get ants out of there.
You didn't have your underwear on?
Well, kind of.
Oh my gosh.
I pulled them down into where I could get the ants. But
he had ants in his pants.
I still got I got little bites all over my back and butt, and hip, shoulders. I mean, it's still cool here. You know, you don't see that many ants in the winter, you know. And I guess that water, they must have been under that unit, because I'm kind of laying almost down on the concrete underneath this thing.
I apologize.
I was covered. And you know what? I'm not ashamed of myself for I had to come out of it. Something had to go, you know. I was really close to about getting that water hose and just washing myself. But I got them off. I probably got about 20 or 30 bites. But
were the cameras anywhere?
Oh, I don't know.
You didn't care?
I don't care. I was behind my truck, had between the back door was open and the front door,
Yeah, but there's a subdivision on one side of the church.
Well, there's a building between there.
Oh, okay.
He couldn't see. There was no, I'm sure there wasn't a camera there, but anyway, they wouldn't see much. So, anyway, that was,
Yeah, you gonna charge them extra?
no, that, I literally was almost naked in the church parking lot.
Well, you need to tell them to get them ants sprayed
Oh,
because that they'll kill compressors and stuff.
I never did see their bed because there was water everywhere, at this time. Anyway, I survived it, but I was eat up.
That happened to a little girl me and my mom knew. She was 4 years old, and we had to put her in the bathtub. And oh my goodness, she got bit by something.
I wasn't that bad, but it was just
got me itching now.
It was
But you thought it was the chemical.
I thought it was the chemical running off, and of course everything's dripping, and I thought it was running down my back and stinging. The chemical we use now is not near as bad as it used to be. You remember the old man I worked with? He lost all four of them fingernails one time because
really
on the sprayer was leaking, and I told him, I said, it looks like it's leaking on your hand. It's all right.
And he lost his fingernails.
The next morning they was black. In 2 days they just come off. We don't use that anymore.
Thank goodness. Yeah, the chemical burn would have been worse than them ants. But yep, naked.
Yeah, but I couldn't get away from it, for a while. And I couldn't being laying down under there and all these wires and pipes, and I had to work myself out from under there. And I'm like, what's going on? And I never seen them because they was like below my knees. And I guess they was going up the inside of my pants, But anyway, I was eat up by fire ants. And if you're not from the South, a fire ant is bad news, They're little, but they are strong.
All right, let me tell you about this. Y'all see that? You want to know what's happening? Guess what's happening right there. He's so happy. Guess what's happening?
That.
He got shots today. Let's see. Sydney said I had to take my son to the ER when he was 2. And he got in a huge red ant pile, and all he had on,
yeah,
youch. Yep, Amanda. Well, no, Amanda, he didn't donate blood. He gave blood to the doctor's office today. No, didn't donate blood.
Yeah, that's somewhere different.
He had shots. Now he's been talking about he wants to ever since his duck man got the shingles. He said, "I'm going to get that shot." Well, on the insurance that we used to have, that cost.
Well, I never really thought about it much, but I mean, I talked about it.
You talked about it, yeah. So he, I call it being a vampire when they do that, yeah.
Yeah.
So he talked to the doctor today while he was in there, and the doctor wanted him to get the hepatitis shots, and I've already had them because I worked in the dialysis unit. So I mean, you get your name tag and then you get your hepatitis shots. So anyway, he told the doctor told him, said, look, you need to go ahead and get that. And also, Chris asked about the shingles shot. And the doctor said, look, I had shingles. And if they were to tell me right this minute, we got a cure for shingles, but we got to give you a shot in your eye, he would have said, come on, give it. He said, because shingles was bad. And our
duckman suffered for a month.
Duckman had them, and he suffered. And the doctor said, even after the shingles clears up, the pain is still there.
It can be for up to 2 years.
Yeah, it can still be there. And y'all know I can't handle pain. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Amanda said, I got on my shot and the shingle shot. You got the shingle. Yeah, Cindy, he did. He got it. So he's got Medicare now. So he got the shot.
I don't think that has much to do with it. I was already having to take the hepatitis one.
Yeah, we just said.
I said, well, just give it. Can I get both of them the same day? He said, absolutely, get it.
Yeah,
but so I said, well,
I'm going to
I'm
get
getting
it.
kind of sore.
Yeah. I remember
Since the shot, you know.
when I got the hepatitis shot, I remember I think my arm was sore. Of course, you know, I get a splinter and I'm down for 2 days.
Yeah, you can't go by that one.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You just think about it, you
Yeah.
get sore. You know?
Yeah.
But I really kind of felt droopy and sore today, but I was probably already sore from climbing out from underneath the ant bed.
Wait a minute. You can get shingles more than one time? Cindy said she had shingles in October. It was awful. I can't get the shot for 3 more months. You mean it can come back? I didn't know that. I thought it was just like chickenpox. You get it and it's done.
I don't know.
Wow. So no wonder that
I don't
doctor
want
said,
it. My duck man, I'm telling you, man, he's a pretty tough old guy. He was down a month. I mean, he had like, it was awful looking too, just to look at the scar and then the sores.
Cindy's had it 3 times.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Well, don't spread it. I don't know how to spread it. No, I know it comes from the chicken pox.
Yeah, if you've had chicken pox before, then you could that virus is in your body and it can come out as shingles, according to the medical. But after I had them in October, the doctor said I have to wait 6 months to get the shot. Jeez. So once you get the shot, well, how does that work? Because isn't the shot like a little small dose of shingles?
I don't know. I have no idea.
If you had the shingles, then would that be in your system?
Apparently not. She got it 3 times.
Oh, geez. I had chickenpox when I was 9 months old, so bad that I was in the hospital for 3 weeks.
Oh,
wow. Gosh. My pastor got it, and he kept on preaching, and no one ever knew it. I knew about it because his wife told me. Wow. You know, I got some chickenpox scars. I had them so bad. Mother said I had them on the bottom of my feet. And
wow.
she put little dabs of makeup all over me and sent me to school. She's trying to cover them up. And they sent me back home.
Not bad.
I said, well, Mama, I'm wearing makeup and I'm in the 2nd grade. So I think they're going to be suspicious. You know, just might as well throw some heels and a dress on. Let's see. Several of my kids had the chickenpox 2 or 3 times. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could. Now, I guess if you had a mild case, I could see it coming back. But yeah, but no, I say that Eli had 5th disease twice, and one of them was so bad he couldn't walk. His knees swelled up. In fact, the doctor ended up calling the CDC because Eli had such a bad, his knees, he couldn't walk. They swelled up huge. When I had chickenpox, some kids in school had it. They just had school with kids having chickenpox. Let's see. Cindy said, ooh. My one son had them when he was 5, so bad they were inside his ears, his nose, his throat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess so. I bet. Oh, that's miserable.
Well, how'd we get on this?
Oh no, we're talking about your doctor's appointment. Now, this doctor, you know, he's used them before. It's just a specialist doctor he has, and it's time for we're gonna schedule his colonoscopy at the end of this year, and because he has to have them every so often because his daddy had colon cancer, so you know he has to have a check every so often, and even Eli has to have. I think he's supposed to get
at 40.
At 40, yeah.
It used to be 50, but if you have
a family history of colon cancer, and Rebecca's already had hers. She's already had her first. Yeah, she's had her first one. But anyway, so this waiting room is pretty big size. I'd say there was 50 chairs in there. So I went back with him because I want to make sure that he tells the doctor everything he needs to know, and that I understand what the doctor is saying. So when he got through with the doctor part, he went on to get blood work. I just stepped on out to the waiting room. There was one person in the waiting room. I sat down far from this one person. This one person gets called back. So I am in the waiting room, 50 chairs in this waiting room. I'm the only one. Well, now, I'm going to offend somebody, I know.
Bubba. Just,
So here comes Bubba and two sisters. And one was his wife. And I guess the other one was a friend, sister. I don't know. Somebody just rode to town with him. I don't know. But she went back to the car. So they come in. The man goes up to the desk. My wife's in the bathroom, but I'm going to sign her in. Oh, dear. So anyway, the wife's in the bathroom. The lady that's with them's in the bathroom. I'm sitting by myself in the waiting room, 50 chairs. You know where that man sat? Right next to me.
right next to you.
Right next to me. So he's talking, and I'm going to be nice to everybody because I am not above anybody. There is nobody that I'm above on this world. Nobody. In walks another man. So it's me, Bubba, not him, but Bubba.
I'm in the lab.
And then this other man who come in. Now, bless his heart, he is walking, but it is obvious that he has a prosthetic leg. You can tell there's a flag on it. And so he goes in to sign in because that's the procedure. You walk through the doors, you go up to the front. We are from here to, I don't know, 6 feet from him.
Maybe.
Me and Bubba. Well, the man has short pants on, so you know what Bubba says to me. Must be diabetes. Must be diabetes. And he's talking to me, and I'm like, don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me.
Especially if you're talking about somebody right there. I didn't say that, but inside I'm screaming, I don't know you. Don't talk to me. So anyway, I just put my head down. The man's still signing in. Bubba. Y'all, it gets worse. The man decides to go to the restroom. He's still in front of us, 6 feet away. You know what Bubba says to me? And to everybody that could hear?
The whole waiting room?
The whole...
Ain't nobody there, but...
The nurses, staff, everybody behind that glass. Bubba says, I bet that knob gets sore.
No.
That nub gets sore from time to time. And I'm like...
I can see you.
Bubba could hear... Bubba whispering in a sawmill. And the man is thinking I'm with him.
I don't know you.
I was like, I just wanted to like burst him into flames with my eyeballs. I was so embarrassed. I
Should've
bet
just
that
clutched your pearls and
what
walked
did
off.
I say? I said that nub.
Yeah.
I bet that nub gets sore from time to time, just like I'm hollering to y'all. And I looked at him like, go away. Go away. I don't know you. Go away.
That's hilarious for me.
So, now, the man comes out of the bathroom. You want to know where he sits? On this side of me. Yeah. I do what any Southern woman could do who don't want to be in the middle of a fight because them two are fixing to tie up. They're going to tie up because Bubba don't know how to talk nicely about somebody's ailment. I get up. I go stand by the door. I can hear Chris. As soon as I could hear him, I said, he's fixing to check out. I opened that door and I went back into the doctor's office. Yes, because they was fixing to tie up. Because Bubba has insulted that man twice.
That nub hurt. I bet he asked you that.
I could hear the conversation. You got diabetes? Does it hurt? Can I see it? I can hear it now. I can just hear it. And I waited. I said, Chris, come on, let's go. And we go.
Oh my.
I am a magnet for Bubbas. I am. And Sybil's. I am a magnet
You are.
If there is a crazy person anywhere in the block, I am going to come face to face with them.
My dad was like that too, though.
Yeah.
Every mentally challenged person or insane person comes talk to my dad.
So,
And Dad would talk to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, he'd have them laughing for long, but you know, he just was a magnet.
there is 50 chairs in there. They did not have to rub elbows with me. They didn't.
And you know, who would ever thought you'd say something that would be polite to say that to anybody, unless you knew them real well. I mean, you know, if he's your best friend or whatever, has that thing ever hurt? You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, he.
I guarantee you, Bubba said, "Can I see it? Can I see it? Can I try it on?" I just. Anyway, now.
Throw hands, huh?
What?
But
I'm telling you, I know they had to have, because there is no way that man with the prosthetic leg did not hear what was going on.
I mean, it's a possibility it was diabetes, but it's nobody's business. He could have been in the service.
Yeah. You know, I don't know.
But it's you don't say something like that.
But I got up and left what appeared to be my husband.
Miss Bubba over here.
Jeez. I went back up in that doctor's office. I am not staying out here for them two to tie up.
Yeah, that's probably the reason the other people ain't come back that was with him. You know?
Yeah.
They gone.
Well, one of the ladies says, "I'm gonna go sit in the truck." That should have been my first sign. That should have been my first
The other
sign.
one went in the office.
Yeah. That should have been. I mean, he had a church shirt on, and he had some camo shorts, and he had some socks and Croc shoes. Yeah, I knew. But there again, I am not above anybody, and I will talk to anybody, but I am not going to talk about somebody when I can touch them.
That's hilarious.
So this morning on the way, now Chris will not eat in the car. It has to be a dire emergency for him to eat in the car.
I've been self-employed since I was 21. And for years, I just about had to. I mean, I'd just eat and grab something and go. And I've got to the point where I just ain't going to do it. I just won't eat.
He won't. He will not. He refuses to eat in the car.
I'm not going to eat in the car.
I said, let's just run through Ward's and grab a biscuit. And, we can eat in the parking lot at the doctor's office, because he said, nope, going in. Well, when we went in, now I saw this man. I saw him in the parking lot. And he was walking back and forth, and he was carrying on a conversation. I thought maybe one of those little earpieces, the little phones, the little earpieces. I thought that's what he's doing. And he was carrying on a conversation. I could see him through the glass. He's walking back and forth, and I'm eating. Well, he comes inside, and he walks right by me. And I could still hear him carrying on that conversation, but I couldn't understand it. And I have really good ears, and I couldn't understand it.
You can hear a rat blink at 100 yards.
And then it dawned on me. He's not talking on a little earbud.
I already knew that.
He's got imaginary friends with him. And he's behind me, and I can't see him. And I'm thinking, I hope ADD has my back.
I was watching him the whole time.
Because ADD can wander off if there's something to look at. He can wander off, and this little man's behind me talking to something that I just don't know. It's English, but I don't know what it is. So then he walks on out. I thought, okay. By that time, I done whispered to Chris. You have to whisper loudly to Chris. Is he talking to himself? And Chris was. So by this time, the people at the counter have chimed in. He comes back.
And she was a Miss Bubba, that lady at the front. She comes in here every day wanting money.
So I told Chris, I said, okay, he's back. He's behind me. Let's go now. And I gathered up my stuff. I didn't even finish eating. And I gathered up my stuff, and we went to the car. Well, then he comes out. He follows me out. And I'm going, Oh my gosh, Chris, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I said, get in the car, open the door, open the door. And we don't have the little clicker anymore. We don't have that. I gave it to Rebecca. She swears I did not, but now it's gone. So anyway, I am a magnet for that. Yeah. Let's see, Vicki, I feel like trouble or struggles of some kind find me. Chris, it is because you want to relax when you eat that you don't eat in the car. He refuses, Sandra.
I did it for 40 years. I ain't gonna do it no more.
Free Bubba Stan. Let's see. Amanda said, I had an elderly friend at Bible study act this way, and I used to tell her I'm going to teach her some manners.
Some people you ain't teaching anything to.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I know with every bone in my body that Bubba and the other patient.
No.
Don't call him. That is very offensive.
I'm just picking.
I know they tied up. There ain't no way they were friends. Not after the comments that he made. And just so you know, everybody in that place knew his wife was in the bathroom. She had to go on into the bathroom. She'll be here shortly. But
that's the reason the other one outside.
Yeah, that woman knew. I bet that woman was the only one with driver's license.
That's commonplace in some of these what we call rednecks here.
Guarantee you, he lost his.
One person in the family got driver's license.
He lost his. I could name it. He lost his, and that woman got talked in to taking them to town to the doctor. I know it. That's why she sat in the car. She had done heard it wherever they come from. She had heard enough of it.
Well, kind of related to that. You reminded me when I was a teenager. We had a fishing camp in Bay St. Louis on the coast.
Hey, Kathy.
And I mean, I was there a lot when I was younger with my grandpa and stuff. But anyway, we was there quite often. But all the guys my age, 15, 16, 17 years old, none of them, we call them river rats. None of them had driver's license. They'd been taken away. So they went everywhere in a boat. Because back then I'd never heard of a boating under influence. Now it's kind of a bigger thing. You can get a ticket for being drunk driving a boat. Yeah. But back then you couldn't, or they just didn't. But none of them had driver's license. That all.
Do you have to have a driver's license to drive a boat?
No, we have to have a boater license.
Oh, okay.
But it's just funny that what you said made me think about none of them guys had a driver's license. They'd been taken away from them or suspended or whatever they do to them. So they just went everywhere in the boat.
I remember back when Rebecca was in high school, she was seeing a little boy, and she took him home because she had a license and the little dude didn't. So she took him home, and it was, whatever his curfew was, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever it was. I don't remember. They had gone to church, and I guess it was a Wednesday night. So it was probably 9 o'clock. She took him home, and she called me, Mom, I've been stopped by the law. And she was in Petal, and was she going too slow, or what was it? And she was going.
I don't remember.
Maybe just a little bit over the speed limit or something. I don't remember the reasoning, but the cop came up to her and she rolled the window down, and she thought she had to pay right then because she'd never been stopped. And we don't get stopped. I mean, there's no, unless she saw it on TV. This is a unfamiliar territory. So she reached in her wallet and she gave her the debit card to pay for it. He was like, this is your debit card. I know, I'll just go ahead and take care of it now. She was like, I need your driver's license. Oh, okay. And so it ended up, I think she was going over the speed limit, but it wasn't by much. But yeah. I guess it being a teenager and out of state teenager, because Petal and Oak Grove were rivals. But she said, I gave him my debit card to go ahead and pay for it, which it was our debit card.
Which is probably get a charge for bribery there.
So anyway, she ended up having to.
I remember that.
She had to go to defensive driving school. If she went to defensive driving school, then she could get that ticket off her license.
That's right.
But to go to defensive driving school, you had to go to court. Now, I do not get in trouble with the law, and I had never been to court. So
Me either.
Hey Dolores, I don't know anything about court. I don't know. So we go in, and apparently court is assigned on a certain day, and everybody who has been in trouble for the last 2 months has to show up and see the judge. Well,
It was a spectacle.
yeah, Becca had seen people and seen crimes, and it was eye-opening for me. I was
And
nervous,
her too.
and it was eye-opening for her. And it was the judge, somebody would call, and the people would have to go up and stand up there in front of the judge. And halfway through, I think we were probably closest to the end. And she was in there for just a little bit of, like, I don't know, 5 miles over. I don't remember. It wasn't. They had just come home from church, and she took him home, and she was coming back home. And there was scary people in there.
Might have been the best thing ever happened.
It was scary. I was scared. And I think you were out of town.
No, I was there.
You were there?
I went with you, with her. And you and her, me and you
Did
both.
you show up later or something?
Maybe. I don't know that. But.
So anyway, it was scary. There was, you heard everything that everybody did. And behind us, we weren't on the back row. So behind us was a family who just let their child run wild. And we got sprinkled with Kool-Aid and gummies and everything else, because it was just a wild scene. And I guess
I've never been in trouble anymore. So.
Well,
that I know of.
I guess about after, I don't know, we've been there half of the time, Rebecca just said, just pay it. Let's go, Mama. Let's go. I'm not going up there. I'm not going up there. Well, I wasn't going up there either. And I said, no, we're just going up there, and we'll get this off your license, off your driving record. And
Your permanent record.
Your permanent record, yeah. So she's what, 5 foot maybe? Well, yeah, she's probably 5 foot now, but she was little. She was little. And to me, seeing her walk up there to that judge and stand in front of that judge like this, and she was just a nervous wreck. And I don't know what she said. I was back there dealing with the hoodlums with the Kool-Aid, and she was just to me, all I could see was my little 3-year-old with pigtails. That's all I could see, And I'm trying to think. I think the officer that gave her the ticket is somebody you knew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone you went to school with. Let's see. I've never been in trouble either. Let's see. My neighbor's sister lost her driver's license for repeated unpaid tickets on her bicycle.
How you get a ticket on a bicycle?
I don't know. Let's see. Dolores says, my son complains I drive too slow. He drives fast. Yep. Let's see. Kathy says, oh, yeah. I ride my bicycle. They test me for DUI. Yep. Johan said, I can't help myself when I see poverty, especially in Asia. I've handed out $100 bill to people who don't know what to do with. Yeah, it's sad.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pound, which would be like what, 130?
I don't know.
I'm just guessing. I tried to sound smart. I just threw that number out. So yeah,
I typically won't hand people homeless money. I have bought them meals. I have given money.
Yeah, we have.
The best one I ever seen though was, I don't know if it's the best one. The guy had going in Sam's. He said, I'm not gonna lie, I need a beer. And I give him $5,
But
because at least he was honest. He wasn't.
Yeah, I don't carry cash. It's rare that I have cash. Now, if it's a day that I got to take Mother to Wards or something, I'll just grab 20 from him. I don't know. And when I go to the grocery store, I use my debit card. But anyway, usually I will if somebody's on the side of the road with a sign or something, and I'll say, well, can I get you a meal? And there was this one man I said that to, And he said, yes, I'd like a slab of those ribs over there. I thought, well, I can't. I mean, I went and got him some ribs, but I didn't get him a slab. You know,
Yeah.
what? But
Did I read that? My neighbor got a
DUI
on a bike, horse, and lawnmower. Hey, at least he was consistent, wasn't he? He was serious. He was gonna go get that beer. That was the whole thing about George Jones got one on a lawnmower after Tammy Wynette took his driver, took his truck away or something.
Yeah, I just buy food. I just buy food.
On a horse, bicycle, and a lawnmower.
Oh my word!
I thought it had to be like. Well, I don't know. I guess I didn't know. I ain't never really heard one on a bicycle, but I guess it would be.
Well, you can get tickets on bicycles.
Oh, now, I know that
because I watched a cop show and they gave 2 kids some tickets. I don't know what the tickets were, but they weren't speeding tickets, but they were some sort of ticket.
I got a few tickets. I try not to.
You got a ticket every year in the same stop sign.
Yeah, but they put it up. They put 3 on a 100-yard section of this at the bottom of a hill that had never been a stop sign there.
He had to completely take
driving that
different routes and stay off that road. Let's see. My brother got pulled over when he was about 12 years old, and his bicycle, but it was because he didn't have reflectors. Oh, wow. Let's see. I don't carry cash either. My late husband did purposely in case he saw someone in need. When I was a kid, my dad got so drunk the neighbor pushed him home in a wheelchair.
Well, what do you say?
I remember going down 49. My daddy be 3 sheets of the wind. We go down 49, and I swear we was fixing to take flight. I don't know how he didn't get tickets. Now me, I cannot stop. You know, well, no, I don't get tickets. So let me see, what was that ticket? Oh, I got a ticket for not having a tag.
No inspection sticker was bad.
No, I didn't get a ticket for that.
Okay.
It was a tag, and I went right then and cried, and I was so embarrassed. But I went up there and I showed them that I did get my tag, and I think it got taken away. Let's see, there are bike laws. Kids can get tickets for no bike helmet if they are under 18. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, well, I got a ticket for no seatbelt one time.
Yep.
I kind of thought it was a choice, but I don't guess it is.
I remember I was working in dialysis, and I was still in college, and I was a dialysis technician. I hooked patients up to the dialysis machine. And this was when I had to be at work at 5 and 5:30. You either come in at 5 or you come in at 5:30, and you work 12 hours, and you got off at 5 or 5:30. And you got an hour for lunch, and you got 2 30-minute breaks because it was just a stressful job. And that was just, you know, it was wonderful to work that because you got 30 minutes off in the morning break and 30 minutes in the afternoon break, and you got an hour for lunch. But I remember, and it was dark, you know, it's dark that early in the morning, and I come down Hardy Street. And I'm dressed for work. I got my stethoscope, I got my lab coat, I'm ready to go in, and I see a cop parked in a parking lot at the grocery store near the red light. It freaks me out. I ran the red light because I saw a cop zoom right through the red light. And he said, "You ran the red light, and I know you saw me here." I said, "I ran the red light because I saw you there." And, you know, he didn't give me a ticket. I guess he just wanted to know what I was doing out running red lights that early in the morning.
Yeah,
I did. I just panicked. And I said, I just panicked. When I saw you, I just panicked. And I don't know why. Ran the red light right in front of him. I mean, I don't know. I was 19. Yeah.
I got out of a speeding ticket. When I was in refrigeration school, I was young. Started when I was 17. Or maybe 18. 17, I think. But anyway, I worked at the Pepsi Cola from 4 to midnight. And school was from 7 to 3 o'clock. And it was an hour, almost 45-minute drive. So I was always in a hurry. And anyway, it's 12:30 one night. I'm coming home, and nobody on the road, and middle of the week, it wasn't a party night or nothing like that. And I was speeding. I got pulled over, and the cop said, I told him, I said, look, I just left work. I was speeding, He said, well, tell me why you're speeding. I said, well, Freebird come on the radio. And he said, and he just busted out laughing, hit the ground laughing so hard that he said, son, I'm just going to have to let you go for that. And he said, that's a pretty good excuse to speed because that's a great song. He said, go on, son, slow down. But, this was 78, 79 maybe. That was a big song back then, in the South where I'm from.
Wow. If you don't have $25 on you, you're considered a vagrant. Oh my goodness, I'd be a vagrant every day, except for Awards Day. Chris Johan said, are you happy the Patriots got smashed by the Seahawks?
Yeah, I kind of wanted the Seahawks to win it, but I really didn't. I liked it. It was a good game. It wasn't a great game.
That's the one where the kicker should have been
for the first half. It was 12-0, I think.
I forgot what they called it.
Place kicker.
Yeah,
field goal kicker.
I was in here watching TV here because I'm not a football person, and they were in there. In fact, when it come time for halftime, Chris wanted to see the Kid Rock thing, and I did too. So I watched the Kid Rock thing in here, and they watched the Bunny thing in there. I don't know
Bad Bunny or Big Bunny. Bad Bunny.
I don't know anything about his music. I don't even know the man existed. So my Rebecca and Nathan, they knew who that was, I guess. And me and Chris watched the Kid Rock thing in here. And it was good. What we watched was really, really good. I didn't hear Rebecca and them say anything about that in there. I didn't ask. Let's see. I'm in Seattle. We are happy.
Mm-hmm.
Dolores says she's in Seattle. They're happy that she was happy.
Because
I'm reading disability, I didn't start driving 44 years of age. First time I got a cop behind me. I was, just this week, y'all, I do this every year, but I usually catch it mid-January. I probably once in my life since I've had this car got my tag on time. And I had to put Mother's walker in my car. So I walked around to the back of my car. That's when I realized my tag was expired. I never can remember it. So anyway, on the way home from dropping Mother off, I'm a nervous wreck because now I'm realizing, oh my gosh, I'm illegal. I am illegal. And I get, and there's a cop on this side of me. We're going, and I had to stay behind him because if I got in front of him, he'd know I didn't have a tag. So we got up to a red light. We were going to be side by side. I turned right. I made like I was going this way because I wanted him to go on. Because I'd been driving since all of January, just not a care in the world, waving at the cops, Didn't realize I forgot to get the tag.
Yeah.
But
I don't worry about things like that too much.
I do. I listen to your books while son-in-law watched the game. Oh, Cindy, I just love you. Bad Bunny sung it in Spanish. Well, Nathan and Rebecca
They both
They
speak
know,
Spanish.
they
so
both speak Spanish. So,
I got adios and
taco,
not taco.
C, no, senor,
Agua.
senor, and senorita. That's about all I
No
know.
comprende. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
I don't speak it. I don't know.
I got some customers. I've actually had to call Eli and let him get the customer to talk to Eli and tell me what he wants done or something.
Yeah. Eli, he has a degree in Spanish. Look, 1 hour. Where did it just flew, y'all. It just flew.
It probably wasn't that funny tonight.
Well,
I talk more than I usually do.
if it wasn't very funny. Como estás, senor? I don't know what that means.
What's
Does that mean good night?
no?
I don't know what that means. Well, como estás to you, Johan?
Something come on. It's something about your name.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
No.
Come on. I don't know. Don't even try.
Yeah. I don't know. I see. I thought it was funny, but I don't want to laugh at ants in your pants because I know it could be painful.
It wasn't that bad. It was just kind of weird because of the. I thought it was the chemical.
Yeah.
I really did.
Rhonda said, "Let's end with a commercial." I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all are making me a little muddy.
I hope so.
Yeah. Let's see.
Anyway.
Speaking of your books, Vicki, did you pick a name for your character? Not yet. I'm still working on it. I have a surprise coming up on how I reveal this name. Now, I'm not going to tell you. Comus, how are you? Oh, okay.
What's your name?
Well, Comus status is just 2 words, and how are you is 3. I don't know.
I know something about it's backward. I don't know.
Rebecca had 4 years of Spanish. Neela has a degree in Spanish, and Rebecca worked in 1 summer and 2 summers at is it Chile or Peru? Peru orphanage. Yeah. So you speak Spanish there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, guys.
The only one that don't speak Spanish is Brazil or Argentina. One of them speaks Portuguese. I don't know which one it is. Maybe Argentina.
I don't know. But Eli and Rebecca, Eli learned, he took some of his Spanish classes in Spain, and Rebecca learned here. And they could talk to each other, they could communicate with each other, but they said it was different.
Yeah.
Both their Spanishes were different.
Well, I mean, Eli's actually learned in Spain. I think that was pretty Spain proper.
I don't know.
And I don't know. I think every region has a little different accent or something.
Yeah. Let's see. Amanda said she speaks Southern, and my Northern friends understand me. There you go. And Mary says, have a great night, everyone. Stay safe, and the Lord willing, see you next week. Y'all tell your friends about us.
See y'all.
Janice just posted her. I done told him, I said, when this live stream is over with, I am going to get my bath. I'm going to get my moo-moo dress. Well, not my moo-moo. I'm going straight to the gown. And then I'm crawling in the bed watching TV.
Y'all have a good
I love
week.
y'all. Y'all take care.
See y'all.
Bye.